welcome back to my channel. I'm in a new park where I'm hoping that the internet is better. And today, I'm going to do the top 5 rookie mistakes that have been made by me. Not every rookie out there, just made by me because I'm a rookie. Okay, my first one is, also, I very possibly could have spilled a little White Claw on my shirt, so move over it. And my babies are being nice. They're sleeping because I just fed them, so now they're all happy and lazy. Rookie mistake number 1. I don't know, it could just be my rig. Always make sure that the little levers on your tanks are closed. If they are left open, see there's a cap that keeps my tanks intact to where nothing's going to come out because it's a cap. However, there's also little levers by each part of the, I'm Italian, I speak with my hands. there's little levers. There's one gray, there's one black. They're color coded. Pretty easy, right? Love it. However, there's been a time where I have left my gray tank open while at a campground and then not thought about it, put my hoses away, go to the next campground, and I didn't shut the little gray lever. And this happened to me at Flamingo Beach in Jacksonville, Florida, and I believe the video that I made there was Camping with Coach that features all of Flamingo Lake. But what a neat campground. And Camping with Coach is where you can see that campground if you want to. But it was that campground that I I go to open up my cap to my tanks so that I can, also it's windy in here because there's not only a weird kind of Iowa storm out right now. They say it's the aftermath of the Florida tropical storms or hurricanes, but it's really nothing. So I have every window in the rig open and I have fans on so I don't have to run the AC because I'm not a real big fan of the AC. So if my hair's blowing around or whatever, it's because there's wind coming up and whatnot and rain, and I also have fans going. So you probably hear them too. So my audio may be off too. And I'm sure I'll hear about it. Stop typing! So I'm at Flamingo Lake and I'm taking off the cap and all this gray water just like flies out at me. And it, obviously I had a full tank and didn't check the little pull lever. And I think I am so happy it was the gray tank, which contained water that I had done dishes with and water that I'd showered in. So no big dilemma there. I mean, there was a lot of suds that flew out at me because I wash a lot of dishes. A lot of suds came out, but thank God it wasn't the black tank. Always, always shut those little levers before you take off. And again, I didn't know any better. You know, like I said, this was probably I want to say Flamingo Lake was my third. It was my third campground ever. My third RV park ever. Where I actually had to unhook and whatnot, because my second one was boondocking. So it was my fourth one. Forgot about Dixieland. That place is cool. So tank caps, always, always. And I have been a little preoccupied or blonde or flighty or whatever people want to call me. And I lost my cap once. I ended up buying another one in South Carolina because I had lost it in Jacksonville, Florida. All right. Number 2. Worst rookie mistake. Don't make it. I did. Hoses. Never overestimate your hoses. I can look back at a couple of videos, and I've only been doing this a few months, but I can still look back And I want to say it was my second video, and I'm sitting there pissing and moaning because the dealership tried to sell me a longer hose. Here I am. Oh, well, I'll just pull up further. No. It doesn't work like that because sometimes all of the hookups are not located in the same area. The best decision I've ever made is to go to Camping World, and I got an extension cord for my electric. The hose that I got from the dealership anyway needed to be replaced. It was 5 foot, and it was, Sunny was a rental when I bought her. So it had been used by, like, people that had rented Sunny since 2017, I believe. So I definitely needed another one. And I'm really glad I got like a 20 foot now. So it's so much different, so much better. Some places I need the hose extension, some places I don't. Some places I need my extension cord that I got too. Some places I don't, but it's great just to have all of them because you never know. I mean, there's times where I'm like pulling up, hooking up, unhooking, pulling back, and I look ridiculous. And I know everybody in these parks think I look ridiculous. I mean, we can all get on the same page. Like, that chick has no idea what she's doing. I'm sure everybody's looking at me funny. So, longer hoses, have the right equipment. That biggest rookie mistake is overestimating what you have. And another thing that I bought is one of those, I don't know how to say it. I don't even know what it's called. But you put it under the hose. If anybody, you can go ahead and leave a comment if you know what it's called. The little plastic things, they're like an accordion that make your hose go up and down. Is there a proper name for that? I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Comment down below. So, definitely have the right equipment. And I got a, I remember when I bought the RV, the lady that was trying to sell me all the parts that were crazy price, she said a circuit breaker. She said a circuit breaker is so important, so important. And I listened to her, and I knew about the circuit, why it was so important. Am I calling it the right thing? Power surge protector. Rookie mistake number 3. Know what you're talking about. Surge protector. I remember she said that was super important, and I went home and hang on. Come on. You guys don't fight. Not right now. Okay. So I went home and I found one on Amazon that was a little bit less what they were asking at the place. So I have that, and then I have something where it's a I don't even know what it's called. But my hookup equipment is all good at this point. But it took me a while to get there. It really did. Like in North Carolina, I wish I would, or South Carolina, I wish I would have had it. Because that was another place, and I stayed there for a whole month where I was maneuvering the RV and the hookups and all that mess. So, always plan that you're going to be about a mile away from all your hookups. Exaggeration. Stop typing. Okay. Rookie mistake number 3. Always be aware of your surroundings when you're driving. If the tree's hanging down and it looks like it's going to hit your RV, it is. If you hear... This is just me being stupid that time I boondocked and how I got all of these horrible blemishes at one time. Know your area. If you hear something brushing against your RV, get out of it. Don't continue on thinking it'll stop on its own. You're hitting branches and you need to not be in that area. And along with boondocking, I want to throw out there too, when using another rookie mistake, when using your, I'm at a loss for words this evening. Generator. When using your generator, always, if it stops working, it doesn't mean it's out of propane. Sometimes trust your propane gauge. It's another rookie mistake I made. Just be aware of everything. Everything. Because believe you me, the minute, like me, I have to, when I pack up to move, like moving day, today is moving day, and I didn't make a rookie mistake today, knock on wood, I did not. But moving day, you got to think while you're going through and shutting everything tight and packing it all up, what's gonna fall. And when something falls in here, it's even worse because here I am up there driving out 2 dogs in their car seats, and it freaks Maui out to the point where I'm driving, something falls, and Maui freaks out. So, always packing it tight. I didn't put that in my countdown, but that's another big time rookie mistake that I've made is I've had things fall and freak the dog out, and I've had things get damaged, and everywhere I stop, I mean, I learned this the hard way. Every time I stop at a new place, a new campground, I have to open the fridge carefully and the freezer carefully because I don't know what's going to be flying out at me from what's been rustled. So, that. Rookie mistake number 4. Not knowing your rig and its electricity. Now, this was on my first night out, my first outing, and this was at Travelers Rest RV Park in Dade City, Florida, my favorite one. I get up one morning and it's cold and I've got my space heater going, and I decide I'm going to plug in another space heater and then the hair dryer. And I mean, that's just dumb stuff. I didn't know, though. I've never lived in an RV. Nobody ever told me. I had a feeling it wasn't a good idea, but I blew out everything. And I think yesterday I blew out again because I had the AC on and the microwave. And so now I know that my microwave and my AC both can't be on at the same time. So if I have to microwave something, I have to turn around and turn the microwave off. Or, I'm sorry, the AC off. In order to not... And sometimes it happens it's the park thing. It's the parks. I'll have to go outside and go to the electric deal and do it. And most of the time it is that. I'll blow the parks. But there's been a few times, like the first time that I blew Sunny. I digress. Total whole side of the wall went out. All the power went out. It was bad. So, faux pas on my part. Moving on. Rookie mistake number 5. Be careful who you talk to. Be oh so careful. And this flies around with be aware of your surroundings. And also always practice campground etiquette. There's been a time or two where I've talked to somebody to be nice, and then they become glued to your every move, and it's weird and creepy and evil. So, always be aware. When I set my lawn furniture out, I'll put out 2 lawn chairs, so it looks like there's a guy here. I want to find one of my guys or my dad or somebody and get an old pair of shoes of theirs, and I'm going to stud them outside my door every time I stop at a campsite. Where I'm at in Iowa, it's not scary. I mean, it's not too bad. The one park was, and that's where the crazy came in. But, that. And it also kind of falls into the category, I guess you could say, of campground etiquette. Like, never walk across other people's campsites. Keep your music down. Keep your kids in check. Well, nobody does that, but that's just something that comes with the territory. Anyhow, I'm thinking for a next video, let me know in the comments what you think, is doing my favorite top 5 RV gadgets. I have many, and they're fun, and they come in handy. So let me know if that's something that you possibly want to see. I just wanted to come on and say hello. And I think I have better internet connection here. And guys, as far as the Zoom thing goes, I've heard from 4 of you. If you 4 want to, hang out on a Zoom meeting, and we could do that. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to make sure this was recording. I'm like, did I just babble for minutes upon minutes without recording it? Hold on a sec. So, I don't know. If there's four, like I said, if there's four of us, we can do this. I'll go ahead and record it and put it up on my channel. Whatever you want to do, just let me know. Right on, right on. So, until next time, don't make my rookie mistakes. Don't be goofy. And Exhibit A. All right, y'all have a great night. Please like and subscribe. And remember, you too can find your road.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And check us out on Facebook, RV Rookie.